be at the Rio Olympic Arena for the wheelchair basketball action. It's Group A, it's the preliminary rounds, and it's a huge match this one. Spain finished 4th in the World Championships in 2014, and they're up against the team that finished 1st in 2014, Australia. Australia are currently 100% from their Pool A matches, Group A matches here at Rio 2016. The Spanish, well, they've won 2, lost 1 so far. And they'll be hoping to bounce back in the finest of stars against the London 2012 silver medalists. Of course, won gold in 2008, Australia. That is how the results have gone so far. 2-1 for the Spaniards. The Australians 3-0. They haven't been on the finest of form. They haven't destroyed teams as they would hope at times. They were run close by the Turks, 62-60. Canada, who have looked weaker than, of course, at London 2012, where they won gold, pushed Australia in the first half. Australia then raced away. They sit top of the pool. Spain sits second, so this really is an important game in regards to how these two will end up in Group A. Of course, the breakdown into the quarterfinals. I mean, first in Group A would play 4th in Group B. So it really is quite important where you manage to finish. Here come the Australians. There is Sean Russell, the number 4, 29 years of age, making his Paralympic debut. Bill Latham, he's been to London 2012, winning silver medal there. Kenneth Blair is an experienced player, the number 10, just coming out onto court now. The 24-year-old Tristan Knowles is the top scorer for the Australians. Will Webb, the number 9, averaging over 22 points a game. And Big Brad Ness, well, he's had a quiet competition, but you can't keep the 41-year-old quiet for too long. 7.3 points per game for Ness. Red Dust Healer, the Australian National Wheelchair Basketball League. Right, by his standards, he's got success in his career. The Spaniards will be looking to spring somewhat of a surprise today. Being on good form, Matman Ruiz has been magnificent for their team, and out they come. Daniel Sticks, just 19 years of age, the 1.5 pointer. 1.3 points per game so far. Look out for the number 7 and the number 9, the Zarzuela twins, Pablo and Alejandro. Both 3-point classifications. Through goes David Moritz. Garcia, the number 13. Alejo, a very strong player. Number 51, Augustin Alejo, he's a 4.5 pointer, 28 years of age and 6 points per game average so far for the number 51. Spaniards beat Canada in the opening game. Will now have the national anthems.
Senhoras e senhores, os hinos das nações da partida. O hino da Austrália. O hino da Espanha.
starters are nearly complete. These two, of course, competed in the semi-finals of the World Championships. They didn't play against each other there. The Spanish ended up in the bronze medal match. The Australians went for gold. In the semi-finals there, Australia saw off Turkey 63-58 2 years ago in Incheon, South Korea. Spain, well, they lost 56-49 to the USA. Australia then went on to see off the US by 6 to win gold. Spain lost by 5 to Turkey as they lost out on the bronze. There is the team list for the Spanish. Zarzuelas, number 7 and 9, will have an influence. Jordi Ruiz, superb player, number 11. Out for number 51 as well, Alejos. There is Jose Artacho. Coach will show plenty of passion and tactical guile. Puts himself up against the world's real top teams. Bill Latham, Big Bill, always a good point scorer. Currently 7.7 per game average. Ty Simmons, the number 12, is an experienced player who works incredibly hard. There is Ben Ettridge. He led them to gold in Beijing. He led them to silver in London. He really wants to get the gold once more here in Rio 2016. Relative youngster in coaching terms, only in his early 30s, Ettridge. There's the starting 5 for Spain. Sticks, the two Zarzuelas, Garcia, the number 13, and David Moritz. The Australians, they will start with Latham, Sean Norris, who will be their ball carrier. Invent a lot for the Australians. Knowles, Blair, and Matthew McShane, the 25-year-old. The referees for this one, the referee is Christian Roja. His two umpires are Celine Villar and Linus Radicas. We're not long away, just a minute to go now until the start of this Group A action. It's going to be Spain versus Australia in the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. There are the Spaniards' previous results, 80-46. They won against the Canadians in their opening game. They then beat the Japanese before losing by 3 points to Turkey. Australia, well, they're 3 from 3 so far. It's been a positive start for them. 20 points was the margin of victory against the Netherlands. 2 points against Turkey as they were pushed closer than they would have hoped. And against Canada in a replay of the London 2012 Paralympic final. Managed to see off the gold medalists from London. There are the referees and the referee and the two umpires. The ball and he's ready to go. The Spaniards motivating each other. They shouldn't need much motivation for this one. We'll have all the action. The green and gold of Australia against the white of Spain. And Bill Latham, club mates in European basketball. And it's the Spaniards that get the tap. Garcia. Success with the opening basket. Garcia. Goes to the left-hand side, looks for the experienced Norris. Latham. Simple two for Bill Latham. Originates from Coffs Harbour in New South Wales. Wheelchair basketball has living abroad in the country he plays against. Now Zarzuela. Alejandro Zarzuela makes it 4-2 to Spain. Knowles finds Norris under the basket, and a lovely pass from Knowles, and Norris made no mistake at all. Made his Paralympic debut at the 2004 Games in Athens, the 31-year-old. Alejandro can't get the shot away on that occasion. Back it goes to David Morris. 2.5-pointer. Garcia looking for three, doesn't get it on that occasion, but does get the offensive rebound. Pablo. Garcia. Moritz wants the basket, it's pulled offensively. Tristan Knowles, who just floats through the key and out again, the 4-point player. Doesn't get the basket that time. Paul, the Australian. Spaniards won the tap off. 4 points apiece. 7:48 left in the first. There's some issue. Australian share. Will inbound the ball. It's just Knowles the real problem. Back in comes the man who plays for the South Cobras, 33 years of age. Norris looking for three. Unavailable to him on that occasion. Garcia. Moritz over to Alejandro, who has to put the ball on his lap, and the angle just meant the ball slipped off. Up it goes. Moritz and everything. Alejandro then got the rebound, and Knowles bemused by the referee's call. Foul for the Australians and for Knowles. Garcia. Pablo. Got the shot away in time. Oh, great rebounding by Moritz. Garcia. Lovely play by the Spaniards, and they're into a 2-point lead. Defensive rebound, ball back and put the two away. 6-4 the score. Knowles thought about the three-pointer, instead goes from the angle off the glass and the two, and it thought about going in and then thought better. Garcia contemplates the two, fading away from the free throw line. Moritz takes on a long two from the angle on the right-hand side, and Tristan Knowles picks up the defensive rebound. Knowles then sets himself for the shot, and at the moment The baskets seem to be protected. Neither team able to put the ball away as Pablo throws the ball off the back line. Green and goal of Australia. The ball back. The Australians won gold back in 1996, silver in 2004, gold in 2008, silver. Sydney. 5:39 left in the first. 6 points apiece. Knowles, 61 for the Rollers. Foul against David Moyet, says Shawnee Norris tried to return to his own defensive half. And number 14, who plays for Bilbao BSR in the Spanish Wheelchair Basketball League, as Brad Ness comes into the action for the first time. Spending his time in Australia. Ness, who spent a long time of his career playing wheelchair basketball in the Italian league. Here is Ness. Up it goes, it'll fall short. In his day, he's such a fantastic shooter and a really powerful forward. 40 years of age now, Ness. Knowles, 7-6 Australia lead. Here is Ness in the paint a long time and misses once more, snatching. Played in 3 games so far, 53% from field goals coming into today. Well, at the moment, Brad Ness, none from 2. Pablo puts the shot up as the whistle goes. Sticks comes on. Shane, culprit for the foul, and Jordi Ruiz, an exciting player he is. Got the team to bronze at the European Championships in 2013. Attention, then just sags off somewhat, which offers Norris the chance to come through, and Yannick Blair spins, and what a basket that is from the number 10. He didn't deserve to get anywhere near that, the Red Dust healer, 26 years of age. Double figures. Garcia. Ness sends Norris away. Off the glass. Simple stuff with the layup. Garcia, Spain need to stay in touch here, otherwise the Rollers will race away very quickly indeed. They have a habit of doing so. Garcia finger rolls, doesn't go. Spain cannot buy a basket at the moment. Just keeping the ball away from Sean Norris. Simmons waiting to inbound the ball. Spain into foul trouble. 5 team fouls per quarter. Australians go to the line. Norris in agreement. Successful for Norris. 13-7 the score. And down it comes from Ruiz without any points being added to the Spanish total. 6 points the difference now. Brett Stivners, former under-21 indoor hockey international for Australia. Norris off the glass, lovely rangy two from the number 7. Spain at the moment, a long way back in this first quarter, still early days. They're very much losing touch with their failure to put the ball in the basket. Australia making them pay currently. Garcia, long two, won't go. In comes the veteran Simmons. Lovely shooting, 3 points, and suddenly it's 18-7. Sean Norris, the three-pointer. Second highest Australian point scorer at London 2012 with 44 behind Justin Eveson. Eveson not competing in Rio. 18-7 at the timeout. Australia lead the way. Fantastic exhibition of shooting. Norris, 10 points personal for the game. Australia have 18. Garcia will restart the action for the Spanish. Ness, Blair and Norris all leave the game for Australia. Deans, Allison and Knowles return. Snatched by Ruiz. Knowles. Stivners. Garcia fades away, shoots the two, but it doesn't drop. Tristan Knowles from way out there, three-pointer, great technique. The number 9. Fantastic three-point shooting, 21-7 now. And Deans raises his hand to acknowledge the foul. Games debut. 6 Paralympic medalists in this Australian squad. Knowles can't believe the call once more. Seemed to get the ball. The referee was dead certain that an infringement had taken place. It comes to Garcia. Garcia to Pablo. Pablo gets the two from the right-hand side. It's been a long time coming. Spanish team, their first points of the quarter. Last 35 seconds. The shot clock runs down for the Australians. They have a 12-point lead now. 21-9 the score. Garcia. In goes Ruiz, down goes the 2 points. Fallen apart for Spain slightly in this first quarter, 21-11. Norris looks for the three, doesn't get it. Stivners to Deans, up goes the shot, it won't fall. And at the end of the first, Spain 11, Australia 21. Statistics, 50% of field goals for Australia, 25% for Spain. Pointers, Australia have hit 2 from 4. Top 9 defensive rebounds. Of the score after the first. Spain 21, Spain 11, Australia 21. 10 points the difference. Best team in the world from 2014's World Championships and the best team in the world. 2014's World Championships. And head-to-head, currently Ben Ettridge's side. 10-point advantage. Spain and the second quarter underway. Garcia to Pablo once more. Falls kindly for Sanchez. Point player being in brilliant form here in Rio, 27-year-old. Started playing 9 years ago at Toledo. Pablo off the glass. Well, this is a better start by the Spanish. He had a rotten mid-quarter in the first, into a 4-0 lead in this second quarter to close the gap to 6 in the game overall. Stibner's really adds something different to this Rollers setup. Latham. Nothing there. Mixed tournament so far. Bill Latham plays for the Brisbane Spinning Club in Australia. He plays for CD L'Union in Spain, the champions of Europe in 2016. The Spanish have 5 players in their makeup who come from that club. Norris, casual, rolling away, floating off court, just dropped the ball in the basket one-handed. 23-15. Garcia. Shooting from the left-hand side from the number 13. 4 points personal for the game. Stibner's off the glass. Great pace from Brett Stibner's. Pablo to Garcia, but he's been sat in the paint for way too long. Stays now, 8 points the difference. Sean Norris, 12 personal for the game. Hitting 4 from 5. It's 2-point efforts. 7:33 and a half to go. Ness. University of Texas player, the spin from Norris. Stibner's back to Norris on the pivot, puts the shot up, it'll fall short, and Garcia can collect the defensive rebound. Garcia into the paint, drops it in for Alejandro. Off the rim it goes to his twin Pablo, who puts the basket away, and the foul has been called by Linus Radikas as well, so there will be an extra shot coming. Stibner's touching the arm of the Spaniard there. It goes against him, his first personal foul of the game. No mistake. Pablo at the line, 20-25 the score. Here is Stibner's. Norris. Stibner's once more. Second violation. Brad Ness. Spanish key. Garcia. 5 points Spain behind. Alejandro in the paint a long time, puts it off the glass for 2. Spain back within 3 points. And after a difficult period in that first quarter, they've turned it round. The Australians need to be careful here, because Spain are coming back at the Norris. Stibner's lovely death pass to Brad Ness, who can't get the shot away, and Ness is struggling here. Currently looking at shadow of his former self. A career of being one of the world greats, really. Partnership with Justin Eveson and ably supported by Sean Norris. At a time when they won gold at Beijing, silver in London, and they were absolutely mortified to lose the gold, and that was how they saw it. They didn't see it as winning silver, it was losing gold to Canada in a time when Australia and Canada had a real bitter rivalry in wheelchair basketball. The Joey Johnson and Pat Anderson era of the Canadians. The likes of Richard Peter, David Eng, Adam Lancia, picking up gold in London. Australia going for gold once more likely than the Canadians to claim gold this time around. Canada somewhat going through a redevelopment time in their wheelchair basketball program. Into the game comes Diallo and picks up the defensive rebound. Norris comes across and he will have himself another foul against his name. Rip the ball out of Alejandro's hands. Personal foul of the game for Norris. In comes Latham. Played in that Paralympic final back in London. In overtime. Pablo Zarzuela finds Ruiz, Garcia. Garcia lines up the two, it doesn't go, but the whistle was on the play. Simmons, his first, the team's third of the quarter. And Garcia, a student of computer engineering. Can't make the second. Alejandro collected the rebound. It's 25-23. Yannick Blair. Knowles finds a gap through past Pablo. Well played Simmons to set up the screen for Blair, for Knowles to go flying through, but he couldn't put the basket down, and Garcia can come away. Fantastic shooting, Ignacio Garcia. His international debut at the European Championships of 2009 in Adana in Turkey. Knowles, we've got a tied game here, 25 apiece. Tristan Knowles sinks the long two. Takes himself to 8 points personal for the game now. And number 9, currently hitting 43% from the floor. Zarzuela twins. Shot up, it returned to Australia with no points added. Knowles waits on the left-hand angle, lovely pass. Bill Latham under the basket, and he's missed it from there. Australia don't miss baskets from that sort of range, especially from their forwards. Latham's in for Ness, who was missing all sorts earlier on. And at the moment, Spain have an opportunity here. Ness in his time on court, as we see Garcia going through with 0 from 3 from his field goals. Latham so far 1 from 3, 33%. Big men for the Australians, uncharacteristic at the moment. Garcia can't take the lead for the Spanish. One to come. Lovely shooting. Marcia Garcia. Matthew McShane returns to the fold for the Australians. Made his debut for the Aussies in 2014 at the Kitakishu Champions Cup. Norris. Foul called on the play. This is his second foul. Match. Perth Wildcat. Norris finds Knowles. Right-handed. Consistent from Tristan Knowles. Timeout is being called by the Australians with the score Spain 28, Australia 29. The Spanish in this second quarter lead 17-8. Just 1 point in the game.
Tiene que estar con Tristan por fuera. En ataque tiene Tristan, tiene dos. Tenemos que sobrecargarlo, ¿de acuerdo? Pero vamos a jugar. Carlos.
.02 left to go in the second quarter. Pablo eventually restarts the time. Jeremy Lambi comes in for the Spanish, another CD Ilunion player. Carlos Vera, three-pointer, 43 years of age, born in Madrid. Brings it back to a 1 point lead for the Spanish. Lambi steals and Alejandro can race down court. Spain, can they extend the lead here? Into Diallo, tries to get the shot up, gets the foul. The changes for the Spanish working. Australia's bench currently not firing as much as they would like. Field goals for Australia. The Spanish on their free throws, 63% so far. They missed the second of the two, and Diallo can't put away the additional shot from the offensive rebound. Here comes Norris. Australia streaming down court. Diallo is kept out of the play by Yannick Blair. Mr. Knowles trying to do the refereeing. And Norris having a laugh, and Knowles will go to the line for two shots. These two could even it up once more. It's a 1 point game, 31-30. Spain just have the lead. Spain qualified for the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games by the European Championships, where they finished in 5th place, having got past Italy 86-55 at Worcester European Championships of 2015, Great Britain. Bella makes it 2 points to difference once more, the number 5. Co-captain with Garcia. 100% so far from the 43-year-old. Norris. Knowles. Latham trying to help Knowles through and does so. Lovely pass to the right-hand side. And they're unable to put the ball away. Spain maintain their lead. 1:28 left to go in the half. Spain can lead at half-time. Be a huge psychological boost to them. Pablo finds Alejandro Valenzuela. He puts the ball away once more. 8 points personal for Alejandro. 4 from 7 from the floor. Knowles. Latham tried to get the shot away. Gone. Vela. Second personal foul of the game. Stibners returns. Took up the game to help anxiety post a car crash which ended his international hockey career. Went on to be a top international wheelchair basketball player, an all-round sportsman, Brett Stibners. Can't quite find the basket with that three-point effort. Alejandro finds brother Pablo. Vela from the left-hand angle, doesn't fall. Ness into the game, helps Australia to a defensive rebound in partnership with Matthew McShane. (35-31) Spain. 4-point lead. Went against Lamy with his second personal and the team's 4th of the quarter. And Australia closed the gap going into half-time. Norris, Stibners, super stuff from Brett Stibners. That will be the half. And the score after the first 2 quarters, Spain 35, Australia 33. Statistics, 42% each on field goals. 3-pointers, well, the Australians have hit 40% of theirs and 83% of their free throws. Some rebounds, Spanish well and truly leading the way. It's going to be the tightest of second halves. Spain in a 2-point lead, 35-33. Australia, can they come back in the second half to maintain their 100% record?
Estamos nos Jogos Paralímpicos 2016 e a festa está sensacional, galera. Vocês estão dando show hoje aqui, então aplaude quem está do seu lado, porque vocês são sinistros, galera. E aí, galera? Vamos ver se agora funciona, hein, gente? Aproximamos a cadeira. Vai, é uma só, vai. One basket. One basket do sapato. Uma cesta. Uma cesta. Uma cesta. Austrália. Espanha. Espanha. Austrália. Vamos. Uma cesta. Tá difícil, hein, gente? Vamos lá, Espanha. Vamos, Austrália.
To go till we start off the second half of action here at the Rio Olympic Arena. It's Group A preliminary matches. Spain versus Australia. At the moment, the team who are ranked lower in the world, Spain, have 2-point lead. Scorers from that first half. Pablo, Alejandro Zarzuela, 8 points apiece. Asia Garcia, 8 as well for the Spaniards, who scored 35 against Australia. Australia, well, Norris has 12, Knowles has 12. The other points just between the rest, Latham a couple, Blair 3, Stigler's 4. 35 for Spain, 33 Australia. Plenty more to come though in this one. green and gold of Australia get the second half underway. Norris and Knowles exchange passes. Knowles it is. Over to Norris once more. Off the glass, simple two. Ties the game back up at 35s. Just the start Ben Ettridge would have wanted for his team, the Australian coach. Supported by Luke Brennan and Tom Carl. Garcia. First half ball doesn't continue in the early part of the second half. Norris finds his way into the paint, finds Knowles once more. These two monopolising the ball for the Australians. Still 35 apiece. Garcia. Pablo finds Alejandro. Off the glass, and in for two. Alejandro now 5 from 8 from the floor. The assist coming from twin brother Pablo, who has 5 assists himself. Only beaten in the Spanish setup by Garcia so far for assists. Knowles spins it to Norris. Norris spins his chair away from Garcia. Set up the shot, went for the shot and missed the shot. 37-35. Spain have the lead. Australia have already been involved in one of the closest games here, a 2-point win against Turkey. 100% so far for the Australians. Latham heads out the game. Bring Ness back into action. Garcia, Pablo. Stuff from him. Doesn't overcomplicate the game. A very good passer of the ball and proves his quality with the shot there as well. 39-35 now. Spain 4 points the lead. Ness not scored yet in the game and still it stays that way, and currently the multi-Paralympic medalist cannot buy a basket from the Spaniards. Garcia, Pablo to Alejandro. Alejandro sat outside the key so he could take a bit more time to line up the shot, but the time didn't help him. Norris. Ness, and finally Brad Ness into points for the game. The first time in 5 shots in over 6 minutes of wheelchair basketball for him in this game today. He gets a basket to sink. Sean Norris and Diallo, other side, pile up with Garcia. Garcia leaves Norris on the ground and leaves it to Matthew McShane to assist his teammate into the upright position. Garcia puts the ball back in play for the Spanish. Pablo, we've seen it once this half, him shooting from that angle. This time it doesn't fall. Ness just posts up for Tristan Knowles. Australia need to be careful here. It's going to be an 8-second violation. Yes, it is. Well, Ness held on to the ball a long time inside the key with no one moving for him. He was stationary because the Spanish defended him well. The lack of players moving ahead of the ball meant Ness couldn't move it on quickly. And Australia get pinned, and that's such a rarity for this Australian team. I don't think I've ever seen them in 5 Paralympic games get pinned in such simple manner. So 5 Paralympic Games, I'm thinking back just to Sydney for the whole of Paralympic history. Garcia gets the second shot away, it won't count, 3-second violation. So 2 points the difference, 39-37. The Rollers are currently behind. The result stayed in the way that it is at the moment, i.e. Spain getting the win. It really would throw Pool A open. Goes Ness, and yet again unable to put the ball in the basket. Knowles. Nothing there from Australia on that occasion. Their shooting percentage drops down below 40%. Not the level that Ben Ettridge expects from his team. The statistics must be a concern. Brett Stivners comes back in. Stivners currently 50% from the floor, 67% of 2-pointers have been a success for him. Bill Latham back in as well. His form may be a concern for them at the moment. Just 2 points in this game. Was averaging 7.7 coming in. Stivners. Pass to Norris. It's tipped away from Latham. Stivners has to go back and collect it. It was off a Spanish hand, so Australia can continue, but the shot clock is against them currently. Latham has to rebalance himself. Tries to get the ball over Diallo. It's turned over once more. At the moment, the world champions are out of sorts. Play includes Canada, Turkey, Australia, the Netherlands, Japan, and of course the Spanish. Garcia once more over the top for 2, 41-37 now. Garcia, 10 points personal for the game. He's tied up with Pablo and Alejandro for the leading point scorer on the Spanish team. Norris and Knowles outscoring those 3 at the moment. Here's Norris to add another 3. He can't on this occasion. And Australia's way to the basket continues to be blocked. 6-4, the Spaniards have outscored Australia in the 3rd. Garcia back to Pablo, lets it bounce off his chest and into his hands. Garcia once more. McShane couldn't defend him. Garcia simply shot over the top of the smaller player, the 1.5-point player making his Paralympic debut, Matthew McShane. Here in Rio, Stivners. Spain are limiting the Australians to rangy shooting, and at the moment, it's not falling for them. 6 points behind. The game just stops, and everyone takes a breath. 3:56 to go in this 3rd quarter, 43-37. Verrett returns. The Australians making changes as well. Back in comes Tristan Knowles. Out goes McShane, out goes Shawnee Norris. The Wizard, as he's known. Garcia. Gonna weave his way towards the basket. Stop, but finds Alejandro, who juggles, and it will be Spanish ball. Bill Latham, the man penalised. Latham against his clubmate. Sanchez inbounds to Garcia. Up it goes, down it comes, and Alejandro can Try to put the two away, gets the offensive rebound, and eventually it drops to the Spanish, and now it's an 8-point game. Australians looking slightly flat today. Latham. Blair finds Knowles. Knowles. Range is good. And he adds the 2 points, brings it back to 6. 14 points from the game for Tristan Knowles. Without him, at the moment, Australia would be in a much worse position. 5 from 11. 4 from 9 of 2-pointers from Knowles. He's hit 1 3-pointer. Garcia into Pablo. Alejandro it was. Twins confusing me for a moment. Knowles. Alejandro has 14 points. Stibners finds Latham, who's inside the paint, up off the glass. It's good for 2. 47-41, and the extra shot as well coming. Stibners with the assist. It's the first foul for Sanchez as we go to a timeout. Brilliant shootout, this one. 47-41 at the moment. And Ettridge won't be fazed. Even a loss here wouldn't be a massive deal to the Australians. Should be a huge blow to their tournament.
Left in the quarter, all right? Down 6.
Let's have a listen to Ben Ettridge.
Stop, and 1, okay? What we want, all right? We need 2 more stops and 2 more scores, all right? Continually stop them getting the paint touch. That's our goal. We've got to try and stay big on Garcia. So this man's coming to set a pick. The pick's going to get under, all right? And meet him on the other side. Okay? Stay, get under, all right? Hey.
Number 13, Garcia, is their focus. Stopping him playing. Stopping him running things. The Spanish. It's 12 points from the game. They're just shy of 17 minutes so far in this one. Ben Ettridge knows where the Spanish playing from. Bill Latham with the free throw. Totally outformed Latham with his technique. Waits to restart. 47-41, Spain with the lead. Romero comes into the game for the first time today. Jesus Romero Martin, 3-point player. And new to the game, that means that his personal classification is 3 points. The range is between 1 and 4.5, and he hits the 3-point marker as he gets his first basket as well to make it 8 points of difference now. And that 3 points then goes towards the team classification points, which are a maximum of 14. The team have to stay on or below 14 points at any time across their 5 players. For example, Tristan Knowles, who just lost the ball, is a 4-point player, so he takes up 4 of the 14 for the Australians. Whereas Ty Simmons, who's about to inbound the ball for the Aussies, is just a 1-point player, so between them they make up 5 of that 14. Go over it, the team get into trouble, and Ben Ettridge will be constantly thinking through his tactics and who he can put on court with who. Bringing a player out like Bill Latham, who's just gone on court, may mean they have to make more than one change to bring them back under points. But Latham is a 4-point player. Sean Russell there coming in for the first time, equally a 4-point player. Making his Paralympic debut here in Rio. So that's a simple switch. For Ettridge, it becomes more of a problem when players get fouled out of games. goes, and the Spanish can inbound the ball. Ruiz, who's not been in the game much today. Here is Ruiz. And a couple of Italian championships for Cantu in Italy. Spain 10 points clear now of this Australian team. The top team to qualify from Asia and Oceania. Australia, the team who finished 5th at the European Championships, to book their place at Rio. Brett Stiblers closes it to 8. The Spaniards have an inconsistent past in wheelchair basketball. Even in the last 2 years, 4th in the world, but then 5th in Europe. Doesn't really compute. Moritz lost out to the Turks for bronze in 2014 at the World Championships. Nothing there that time for Spain, and the opportunity for Knowles to bring the ball away. He gets clouted out of his chair by Surely Ruiz. Ty Simmons just a bit of a nudge response. Tacho has a word with his star player. This he goes as Knowles comes through, but it was something further ahead of the plate. Offensive foul. Ben Ettridge not happy at all, and he stands up to question the referee. Very calm in his explanation, and Ettridge, hands in pockets, seems to have calmed down. He occasionally get quite fiery. In comes the truck, Josh Allison. Born and raised in Melbourne. Plays for the Kilsyth Cobras. Very promising, able-bodied basketball player. Moritz. Pablo. Ruiz. Ruiz once more, up it goes, doesn't fall for Spain. Important passage of play this for the Spanish. That is the end of the quarter, and they have an 8-point advantage. They really could have done with putting that ball away right at the end to extend it back to 10, because you really have to feel that Australia still have a chance here. Score at the end of the third in Group A of the men's wheelchair basketball: Spain 51, Australia 43. And there are the stats on it so far. Spain out shooting the Australians percentage-wise, 23 of 53 going for the Spanish. Pointers though, 2 from each from Australia, 25%. 71% of their free throws successful, Spain improving theirs to 56. Spain get us underway for the final quarter. A reminder of what is on the line. The Australians' 100% record here in Rio. Spain can hold on in this last 10 minutes. They break this run from the Australians. They give themselves a chance of finishing on top of the pile in Group A. Plenty still to happen before that is decided. Both teams with another game to come. Russell in for the 2 points. Garcia, 51-45. Russell goes out to him. Alejandro forced to wait. Oh, beats the buzzer and gets the shot in as well. 53-45. Alejandro was calm. Knowles. Three-pointer. Brings it back to 5. Still Knowles. 17 for the game now. Garcia. Looks to Bella. Back to Asia Garcia. The whistle goes on the play. He tries to put the shot up late. I don't think it would have counted anyway. Daniel Sticks goes into the action. On Asia Garcia. Against Josh Allison, his first of the match. Romero there, to number 17. 32 just 2 days ago. Pablo spins past Allison. Here is Romero. 55-48. The Spanish unflinching at the moment. Knowles. Russell. Australia running a number of their bench players. Ball over. Foul called against Brett Stivers, his third of the game. Second team foul of the quarter for the Australians. It's Pablo who will go to the line. Spain will also get the ball back. Knowles talks through the tactics with his team. 17 points to the game. He's been the outstanding player for Australia today, Tristan Knowles. 4 from 9. Puts it away. 56-48. Lit up so many games in the past. What can he do here to innovate a victory for the Australians? The Wizard can't magic up any points on that occasion. 56-48. Spain 8 points ahead. It could become 10. It is 10, and it's Pablo. Pablo Zarzuela. Born in Merida de la Frontera. With him and his twin brother. Classifiable due to spina bifida. On the play against Sanchez. Latham returns. He needs some shots to sink now, Latham. It's time for the man who knows these Spanish players all too well. Sportsmanlike foul. Knowles will have the shots and the ball as well. Can't make either count. It's been that sort of day for Australia. They're 10 behind the Spanish. They've only 6:49 left to turn this one round. Knowles looks for three and gets three. What a game Tristan Knowles is having. 20 points for the game now. Vela. Alejandro makes his chair jump to the right-hand side to catch the ball. He's penalised. Norris can inbound. 7 points behind Australia. Still plenty of time for them to turn an L into a W and keep this 100% record alive. Vela. Alejandro moves the ball on to Pablo Zarzuela. Vela. Pablo it is, the screen from twin brother Alejandro. Pablo over the top and spins back out, and Norris is the man to do the defensive clearing up for the Australians. Knowles, 20 points personal for the match. Can he make it 22? He goes back to Yannick Blair. Blair keeps Knowles in the game. Round the side of Pablo, the chance of the shot, it won't fall. 7 points remains the difference. And away comes Pablo for the Spanish. And he puts the basket away in the simplest of fashions. 60-51. Spania are on fire. The extra shot to come. The foul called against Latham. His third of the game. Nothing in that visit for Pablo. 9 points. The green and gold, the world champions, the Paralympic silver medalists from London have to make up if they want to keep this 100% record. They're a proud bunch, the Rollers. They will want to go 100% the whole way through Rio 2016 Paralympic Games wheelchair basketball competition, right to the gold medal. Loss today will not knock them out of the competition in any way, shape or form. Could slightly affect the difficulty of a quarter-final. That will be broken down over the next day or two. It's something that Ben Ettridge is not too concerned about. He will know that his team has to beat the best if they want to be the best. Latham. The form of Bill Latham will be a concern to Ettridge. With Brad Ness currently off colour as well with his shot. They need Latham firing, and at the moment, very, very reliant on Tristan Knowles. Sean Norris comes forward for Australia. Huge from him. 3 points once more. Norris has made every squad since 2004 when he was first selected. 17 points for the game now. 37 between Norris and Knowles for Australia. But every time the Australians come back within fighting distance. Spaniards push away again. Vela will go to the line. The Australians go to talk it over. We have an 8-point game here. It's Spain 62, Australia 54. There's a shock coming in Group A.
Alright, see over here. That's the man that's playing help. There's T there, alright? We gotta go fast again. But not at the expense of fast break layups. 2 safeties all time. 2 safeties all time. No one's longer than you, alright? Keep attacking the paint. Keep attacking the paint, alright? Don't settle. We're breaking them. We've just got to lock in and get 2 stops and 2 scores.
Hey, build the pressure now,
1, 2, 3,
go. Build the pressure.
32-year-old son of Paralympian Ben Ettridge. The team back-to-back World Championships 2010 and 2014. At the moment, they're behind against the Spanish by 9 points. Successful from the line. 7 points personal for Vera. Alejandro finds Garcia. Garcia has a look around at his options. Pablo tries to drop it out behind him to Alejandro. He can't do so. Norris can easily find a way round Sanchez. Garcia might be a more immovable object. Knowles from the right-hand side doesn't get it on that occasion. 3.5 minutes left in this one. The 2 semi-finalists from the World Championships in 2014 are going toe-to-toe here. At the moment, it's the Europeans who are just about edging in front. Spain only finished 5th at 2012. They beat Germany in the 5th versus 6th place playoff. Knowles looking for 3, doesn't get it, but Blair gets the ball for Australia, and the Rollers can try again with Norris. He doesn't sink the 3 either. Spain failed to qualify for 3 Paralympics in a row from 2000 through to 2008 at Beijing. They lost the bronze medal to the host, the USA, in '96, the year Australia saw off Great Britain in a classic final in Atlanta. So Garcia makes the foul on Tristan Knowles. Shakes his head. 14-11, the Spanish have outshot the Australians in this 4th quarter. It's the 3rd foul for Garcia. 2 more and he would have to leave the game. Does the shots as it was an unsportsmanlike call. And he makes both. 65-56. Knowles, 22 points personal. Australia with the possession. 5 of his 7 free throws successful. Came into the game averaging 22.7. And he's rather 0.7, hitting that average once more today. Shame. The ball turned over by Australia just when they needed to be clinical. Garcia, Vela, back to Garcia once more. Pablo. It goes. It's about exiting on the ring and drops kindly for Pablo in the end. 67-56. In and out from Norris. Ness finds the basket. Defensive rebound. And then the basket to boot. 4 points to Brad Ness. Ness brings the Australians back within a single-figure deficit of the Spaniards. Sanchez goes to the line. It's his first foul on match, the team's 5th. Sanchez brings it back to 10. Make that 11. 2 from 2, 4 points for Sanchez now. There are the leading scorers. Tristan Knowles has been absolutely marvellous, and he makes it 25 for the Australians. Without him, it would have been so much worse. The foul drawn on the game against Knowles. Garcia, I think, wanted it to be called unsporting. The Australians deliberately be fouling to send Spain to the line to try and get the ball back, to then try and go back down the other end and score a three-pointer. And I think Knowles got a warning there from the umpire, Salim Villar. Garcia makes it 9 points the difference. Makes it 10. That's significant because it means that Australia would need 3 three-pointers and another basket to overhaul this Spanish team in 1 minute 32. Current #1 ranked team in the world. The world champions. Got a lot of thinking to do. Let's listen to what Ben Ettridge's thoughts are.
Who's inbounder? In the Sean. Brad's the first pick. Mac is setting the second pick up here. Sean's coming around. T, you're coming around here. Danny, you got to get Brad under the basket there, all right? Shawnee looking at it, all right? Looking at it anywhere across there, and T's there. Hopefully his break's there. Once you've set your picks, Yannick and Macca, you're all-time safety, all right? Hey, foul, let's go to the ball. Stop the clock, go to the ball, all right?
Australia can't reduce this Spanish lead. Pablo and Alejandro Zarzuela have been utterly brilliant for the Spaniards today. Garcia has played out of his skin. Over Sanchez he goes. Pablo slightly isolated, tries to bring twin Alejandro in. This basket will not count as an unsportsmanlike foul has been called already. Pablo to the line. The Australians are running out of ideas here. Pablo to compound the misery for the Australians. He can't with the first one. And we'll get two. make them count that time. Spain will have the ball. Australia forced to defend when all they want to do is go on the offense to try and reduce this Spanish lead. Don't be surprised if Australia foul quite quickly here. There you go. Straight away, Sean Norris really has bulked up since the last Paralympic Games. Looking heavier set than London 2012. Norris, third foul of the game. The team's 8th of the quarter. Alejandro. It's now an 11-point difference. The Spanish are all smiles. Nothing from the second for Alejandro. Stibners, known as Sticky. Can Knowles make it stick for the Australians? Yes, he can. Huge three-pointer, and Tristan Knowles is playing absolutely marvellously for this Australian team. He's doing the green and gold proud. 28 points to the game. The rest of the team currently bar Norris, failing to come to the party. 72-64, 1 minute 9 left to play. Once more the Spanish will inbound. Once Asier Garcia has reattached his wheels to his chair. Do not be surprised if there is another Australian foul within seconds. Stibners can't get close enough, then he does. Rivera knows all about it. Stibners leaves us with no doubt as to who that foul was called against. Number 14, his second, so his fourth foul of the game, with 2 free throws for Vera. It's all about the tactics in the last 2 minutes of the game. Vera criticises himself as he fails with the first attempt. Second two. 72 to Spain, 64 Australia. Norris, Stibners looks for the three, won't go. Over the back of the basket it goes and out of play. We're into the last minute. Spain are holding on for what will be a famous victory, and Stibners once more as Garcia asks for the unsportsmanlike foul. He's not going to get it, and he's told to keep his mouth shut there. Stibners deliberately offering up the foul. Out of the game. Tom Thorne comes in for Australia. His first ever Paralympic Games here in Rio. He's playing the last 53 seconds of the match against the Spanish. Spain now 9 points in the lead. With Alejandro it goes. Tacho can't sit down. He's almost on the court. And Ettridge has an issue. Spain have the ball. Venezuela comes over to take it. O'Neill Thorne arguing the point. He's told to move away. A man from Nightcliff in the Northern Territories. Now, it's Christian Wapagon. Clock issue. Yes, there is. Technical table. Timing. And Ettridge. Stress on his face. It's a That's the result he desired. Confusion reigns at the moment. (73-64). Australia have the ball and they have 44.4 seconds to protect their 100% record at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Knowles can't add the 3 on that occasion. Once more, the Australians fouling the Spanish to send them to the line. Vela got the defensive rebound. Looks like Yannick Blair has been given against McShane. His third foul. Vela lines up. Agree in economics and business. General business at the moment is seeing off this Australian team. Tacho and Sanchez working out the way to close this out. They've got a 10-point cushion. That cushion just became fluffier as Vela put an extra point in the bag for the Spaniards. Norris. To Knowles, 2 players that don't deserve to lose this one. They've been by far and away the best players on the Australian team. Yannick Blair unable to put the ball away, snatching at the shot as Garcia knows they're inside the last 10 seconds and races away from anyone in a green and gold shirt. It's a famous win for the Spaniards. They finished 4th in the World Championships, where Australia reigned supreme. But here at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games in Group A, Spain have ended the 100% record of the mighty rollers. It throws Group A open. It means the Spaniards give themselves every chance of topping the group. And that could make life more difficult for the rollers going into the quarterfinals later on here in Rio. The score at the end of this one, Spain 75, Australia 64. Well, they deserve the plaudits today, Spain. Carlos Vela was magnificent and a great travelling contingent of Spanish here to follow their team. Yet again, the crowds are offering up a magic atmosphere here at Rio 2016, the Paralympic Games. And their confirmation of the score, Spain 75, Australia 64.